Hey. So today I wanted to touch on things that block you when you're trying to heal. Um, I think it's a good topic because a lot of times we can't see the forest amongst the trees. And it's nice to be able to maybe get another person's perspective or guide's perspective. And I just realized that I took all this stuff over here that doesn't need to be. Um, And but first, I want to encourage you guys, if you're new to my channel, to if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome, and join the Sunshine Friends. Um, I'm offering every month a free reading for new subscribers, and then all the new subscribers will get a chance to be entered. And as many times as you comment in the comment box below, I will enter you into the free reading. So it's very exciting. So yeah, I'm encouraging that. And yeah, and I just want to thank you guys for all being here. Okay, so let's get to it. So the first thing is, what is blocking your healing? So I'm going to do with these angel cards first. Blocking your healing. These guys are so hard to what do you call it? To shuffle. Oh, because usually that happens. Okay. And I'm going to pull an animal oracle card. It's my favorite stuff. And also, they're way too big. Like, way too big. Look how big these are. They're way too big for me. A firefly. Dragonfly, my bad. I've been seeing a lot lately. Oh, I'm so tired. And then, what is blocking your healing? Do this one as well. Pull a few cards out first. And okay. So we're going to start with this. Okay, so the first thing I see, my nose is itching like crazy right now. The first thing I see is that it's encouraging you to write down your thoughts and feelings, to take note. And I think that the main reason is not so much because they said maybe it's going to be good for a journal or for a book later on, but the big thing is I think you need to take note of the way you're overall feeling on a regular basis, especially around certain people, or to find a common theme, because maybe certain people are making you feel a certain way, and maybe you're not really paying attention to that because maybe they're immediately in your surroundings, right? And they want you to get real clear about what you're wanting out of, how you like kind of do it, like kind of haphazardly, like, I want to be rich, but you don't say why you want to. But I want to have all the money in the world, but you don't say how you want to get it. Like, nobody's just going to hand you a bunch of money. There has to be an actual way of you going about getting it. Take a drink. Oh my God, I think I need more water or more oxygen or something. But, and so they really want to focus on those things. And then there's something that you've been holding on to from the past, like a burden that somebody put on you that doesn't belong to you, right? Which is common what people do. Like, a lot of times parents put this on you, or a romantic person puts this on you, and they lay this burden on you that you're supposed to take care of them, or you're supposed to do something for them. And it's not really your job to take, to fulfill this role for them, right? And or you feel like somebody did something for you and you feel like you need to give back to them in some way. And they're saying that, you need to let go of that previous burden that you've been holding on to, trying to fix or trying to take care of. It's not yours to hold on to anymore. And you need to find out why you felt the need to do that, right? To take on that burden. Like, what was in you that made you want to take the responsibility on, especially when it clearly wasn't belonging to you? Like, was it a reason to feel more valued by this person because you didn't feel like you had enough value? Was it, what was the reason? Because my feeling is kind of, it was coming from a place of that. And I want to draw your attention to, like, all these people that are in the whispering in this person's ear, and it makes me feel like every time you feel like guilt, or the sound of like your mind coming back to this memory or this burden that they're asking you to just quiet your mind and focus on, with this pattern to focus on. Sometimes you might even need just to take a quick nap just to quiet your mind, and focus on what you need to do for you. And trust the fact that, we're all connected. There's other people in this world, and that if this person really needs something, that they're going to find it, and that it's not your responsibility to fix everybody's problems. And people come to you repeatedly because they know how sweet and how kind and how loving you are, and that you're there for people, but like, people need to be there for you too. And you can't give everything of yourself away for everybody else, right? You have to also learn to take care of yourself and learn to prioritize yourself. And that possibly might be the role that the situation that you were put in and that you're learning is teaching you, right? So, and allow that kind of change, right? And transformation to take place. And I think that's why the dragonfly is there. Like, you let go of the things of the past. And you realize that, and you see the blessing of what happened, right? And you see it as like a journey. Like, you realize that everything that happened, everything that was going through you was a journey, because, you wouldn't be where you were today if it wasn't for everything that happened, that everything that you did, up to that point. And if you can let go of all those things that happened to you, whatever they were, because it doesn't really matter, it's holding you back or whatever, and start to think about what's happening right now. Because see, if you're thinking about the past, right, then you're living in the past. And then if you're trying to plan for what's going on in the future, then you're living in the future, but you're not enjoying the now. And I'm sure people have said that before to you. But really start to think about, okay, what's going on right now? All I have to worry about is right now. How can I be successful today, right? Like, what can I do today to be successful, can I put 2 tarot readings up today? And can I make sure I get my loads of laundry done today? And it might seem ordinary, it might seem mundane, but if you were having a hard time getting those things done, you know, it might be like a big achievement, you never know. So, and think about living in that moment and creating fun and vibrancy in that moment, and stop thinking about what happened and reliving it. Because what you're doing by reliving it is drawing that energy back into you, and bringing that energy back to you, right? And you can't keep reliving that and bringing it back to you and expect to be moving on, right? So you have to slow down, like a tortoise. It's like a tortoise. You have to slow down and really start analyzing everything that you're doing, right? If you think about it, because we have so many thoughts that go through our head every day, and mind wandering and activities that we do, and you'll find people around you, they like immediately start thinking about the past, and they start reliving the past, and then you start thinking about what that past, because you shared that same memory. Then before you know it, you're living in the past, and you're trying to live in the future, not the future, in the present. It makes it very difficult, right? And yeah, to some degree you're living in the present because you're sharing that moment with them of laughing about something, and that's fine. And maybe it was a happy memory, but when it's a painful memory, right, then it becomes a little bit more like you're attracting that painful thing to you again. So you have to really be careful, right? Really, really, really be careful and slow down, and really think about what's happening in your life and the people that are around you and the energy that they bring and what they pull from you energetically. So also they want to say is that, you think that you were trying to build something up and create something like, it's like ornamental tree that she has, right? And she was, building pentacles and putting pentacles in here, and it's the 9 of Pentacles, right? It's something that she was really enjoying doing, and she was, she looks very happy and satisfied. She's put all these pentacles up and, successful and everything, right? And then something happened, right? And, she's now walking away, right? But was betrayed. And I always bring up the fact that this is very barren, and the swords, the 10 of swords for these are the beaks, and ravens are scavengers, and they pick to death, they pick at carcasses and things like that. And so it's always like an overkill, like dead, done, and over, right? And that's significant. Like, it's over. Like, whatever happened to you is over, right? It's over. And those things happen to you for a reason. And one is it made you turn yourself into the person that you are today, but it gave you a gift. And the gift that it gave you was an ability to communicate in experiences to other people that was very relatable. That's one thing. And however you're going to communicate this, however gifts, however it comes out, maybe it's going to be through a movie, or maybe it's going to be through, poetry, or maybe it's going to be through songs, and maybe it's just you at your local church, like, being there for other people, you never know. But whatever gift you have that ends up, I was just even thinking this, like maybe you're just cashiering at a local pharmacy and you're there for people because they're lonely, whatever that is for you, it allowed you to find balance. And you have to look at it like that. You have to see the balance that it's creating in your life and to see the reason why those things happened and celebrate in that and realize that all this stuff that happened to you is happening to you for a reason. And maybe you don't know 100% what that reason is going to be or what that reason is going to turn out to, but for sure you weren't given all this stuff and had all this stuff taken away for nothing, right? There has to be a reason. Um, you know, um, you were too kind and too loving and too caring and too good of a person to have them take all this away and hurt you and betray you and burden you and then leave you there with nothing. It doesn't work like that, you know. Um, Energy doesn't work like that. You don't give all this energy to somebody, and money is energy, right? You don't give all this money, you don't give all this love, you don't give all this abundance to somebody and then have them take it from you, and then nothing ends up happening in return. It doesn't, it's not like that. Sound goes out, but sound also comes back, right? So that's an important thing to remember. And so it's a lot about, the blockage is a lot about mindset and a lot about perspective. Again, this 10 of Swords, like this 10 of Swords showed up in your life. It's the blockage, the past. Like you have to let go and realize it's a change of fortune. Like see it as what happened to you allowed you to have a change of luck. Because, it could be an event, it could be a person, it could have helped you find your soulmate. It could have helped you find the thing that yourself, self-love, and help balance your emotions so you could end a cycle with a person or a place or a thing that was no longer serving you. Somebody that was sneaky, right? Son of Wands is somebody you can't trust, somebody that was sneaky. This is not, and betrayed you. Five of Swords, and you're getting, and it's a daughter of Wand, which is basically the Page of Wands. This person showed up as like the sneaky betrayal energy, right? And you showed up as this Page of Wands energy that was wanting abundance and love, right? And what happened. What happened to you. You put that energy out, they put that energy out, right? They took your abundance and they were horrific to you, right? And so, and 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 they're living, and they didn't give you anything in return, and they're living now in so much regret. So if you just keep going and mulling over all this stuff in the past, you're not able to free your mind of like things that are happening in the future. And that's the message. The message is that you have to let the past go. So my question is, so how do we do that, right? How do we let the past go? That's what I want to know. Like, how can we let the past go? Right? How can we let the past go? Okay, so you have the Eight of Swords, right? So that seems like you were trapped, right? That the past trapped you, is trapping you, right? Feels like whatever happened trapped you into some sort of mind thing, right? This one wanted to come, broke your heart, and left you and took your happiness from you. And that's so how would you let go of that? And the cycle closed. You closed the cycle out, right? You close the cycle out, but you need to manifest the ability to look at something, look at the grief and overcome the grief and realize that, okay, this is not what I wanted. This is something that, this is not how I'm in grieving, and this is not exactly what I ordered, what I thought was going to happen. But, how do I move on from here, right? How do I focus on the future and let the past go? And okay, so the justice that you're going to get, right, by letting the past go, is that you have to find a reason to let the past go. You have to find a reason good enough for you to say, okay, I need to let this go. I need to forgive myself for holding on to this. I need to forgive myself for allowing this person to treat me like this. And how do I do that? Right? Well, you have to find a reason good enough, right? Besides the fact that you deserve to be good enough and you don't want to be bitter and you don't want to hold on to it, right? So in order for, the justice to be served for this person that left you out in the cold, right, is to have clarity that you have everything that you need, which is true. We do. That you have everything that you need to manifest everything that you want, everything that you want to make in life, right? You do. Not anybody else, not this person. And that's the reason why they hurt you. That's the reason why they caused all this trauma in your life, because you are the star. You are the golden ticket. And they know that, right? That's why they didn't want to let you go. That's why they want you. That's why they hurt you. That's why they did all these things, right? And that and the judgment that they're going to see is that their toxicity gave you a chance to have a new beginning, right? Allowed, because they showed up so toxic and horrific, it gave you a chance to have a new beginning without them. Yeah, a new beginning without them. That's abundant and happy, and you rose above all the conflicts of their illusions and whatever stories that they were telling you, and you're making money, or you're feeling abundant, and basically you don't need them. And that's going to be the way, and it might take you a while to get there, but that's going to be the way that you're going to end up providing them a tower moment, in essence. They're going to be like, whoa, I thought I was going to cause all these problems in her life, that she couldn't move on. But that's going to create them realizing that they betrayed the wrong person, right? And they're going to feel heartbroken and hurt, because they should have committed to you. You were the golden ticket, they chose the wrong person, that you were the one that was capable of manifesting. And they put, the chances of them coming back and making amends after what they did probably is is less likely, to happen. I mean, you have your stability and you have, you're not going to communicate. You have your stability. You're not going to sit there and communicate with somebody that's toxic. Why? Um, that this person is a nightmare. That's why you took your distance. That's why you moved away. Right? The message is that you're working on growing your life and rebuilding your life and and finding your ultimate abundance. You're not interested in hanging out with these, that's the truth. And you're not interested in hanging out with these people that want to suck you back into this toxicity. So that is how you move on. That's how you let go of the past. And if you have to constantly sit there and remind yourself and go inward and sit, in this meditation and relive it and say, okay, what, and get clear. Remember the whole get clear on what you want, crystal clear intentions, right? And you think about, okay, this is what I want. This is where I'm going. And this is the reason why I'm doing this, Yeah, I had this moment with, and they hurt me so bad, and and I don't want to, they made me feel this way. And no, I'm letting that go. I'm forgiving myself, for allowing them to treat me like that, allowing myself to keep going back into that cycle. I'm letting it go because I need to in order to move on. So I don't keep reliving this pain of the past. And then this is the reason why. And you might have to keep reminding yourself over and over again, because that's what we have to do sometimes, My next reading that I want to do is, is how to, and because this is a question that I've had a hard time with this myself, is how to open your heart up after it's been walled away. Due to trauma, right? Where you feel like you can't feel love, you feel like you can't feel anything, right? So that's my next reading that I'm gonna do. I'm kind of, excited for, but so yeah, I just want to encourage each of you to subscribe. Remember to, if you're a new subscriber, please subscribe, comment below. You can comment as many times as you want. That'd be as many entries that you can put into the little box 10, and then I'm going to pull them each month, and they just stay in there. So, you guys can keep putting them in there. And then we'll do a drawing. I'm going to do a drawing for tomorrow for July and announce it. And then you'll see it on the post. And then, yeah. And I'm so excited. I'm so very excited about having each of you joining me. And I love each and every one of you, and take time to just go inwards and love yourself and forgive yourself. Bye.